What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another fine episode of RGTP here on this Friday. And with me, as always, the amazing, outstanding co-host. Guy couldn't do it out. Mamba. Mamba, how we doing today?
It's been a slow day, man.
It's
It's just been chugging along. Getting bodied on Overwatch 2. Getting bodied on everything I play pretty much does.
Silver 5 healer, by the way. Silver 5.
Oh, okay, moving up in the world. I see you.
Yeah,
we didn't play any comp.
I just placed.
We had A1 playing with us, so
Got
to get him his wins. Oh, we actually won with him though. So it was after he left. It went all
I hear it.
Gotta love
It'd be
Overwatch.
like that. Yes. Got to get on and play some of that. But it is Friday, and what we do on this Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern time every Friday, we talk about wrestling, of course. And as you can see, we're going to talk about some AEW and some WWE. And what better place to start than what took the weekend headline?
I mean, it's been going for a little bit now. We haven't talked much about it, but the White Rabbit storyline
has been.
It's been the best thing in professional wrestling.
It is here.
Yeah,
he is here. Bray Wyatt is back in WWE. How long? How much money? What did he get entailed in his contract, considering he was like one of the top 3 most paid guys at the time he was released? And a lot of people said it came down to, creative struggles and, that whole Goldberg loss. But regardless, anyways, what possibly decided to bring this man back? Any ideas, Mamba? What could have swayed Bray other than Triple H? Because I just feel like that's the easiest cop out.
It definitely.
Outside of Daddy Paul being in charge.
Other than Triple H being in charge, I think it is Triple H, and it's not him being the head. It's actually him probably talking to him like, I know you want like this creative, crazy story like we've seen him from the beginning. He's been a cult leader, it's family with Luke Harper and Eric Rowan, and then you got Braun, and then it moved on to The Fiend with Alexa and all. The man just... Triple H said in a podcast, like, the dude is so creative, but his problem was that he could not stay with one thing. He just wanted to go to the next thing, He didn't want to flesh out, like, not saying he didn't want to flesh it out. His mind was moving so fast. And Triple H probably just went to him like, yo, you have a mind for this business. You get the storytelling aspect of professional wrestling. You're good in the ring. You're good on the mic. Let's just get you in something solid, consistent. We're not going to push you to the top immediately like we did with you when you were the Fiend, which probably was a little too soon, but it kind of made sense seeing who he was and who he was coming back as. And everyone expected him to be at the top. But Triple H probably just actually had a conversation with them. Got where his mind was, showed Bray where he was with it, and then they came to an agreement, probably.
I hear it. Absolutely. I'm going to enjoy seeing what comes out of this. But I got to ask you.
Yeah.
The Wyatt 6. It's been rumored it's a faction. It's not a faction. Yeah. It's just withstanding characters. Alexa's joining. Braun's joining. Eric Rowan's coming back. Baron Corbin. Joe Gacy. I've seen Grayson Waller.
Grayson Waller because of the Buzzard. It really does feel like Grayson Waller was the stand-in for the Buzzard, because that was who I immediately went to when I saw the Buzzard as well. I was like, Grayson Waller is going to be a part of this.
What are we thinking, Mamba? What is coming out of this? Is Bray Wyatt alone? Does he get a female companion?
Does he get a family?
Nikki, Alexa? Is it a faction? Are we getting a whole Wyatt 6? What are your thoughts on that?
It's really your thoughts that kind of changed my opinion on it, because I am always for a faction. If it's there's some bad factions where it's like, that probably didn't need to happen, But factions, they're just so fun because, a faction, you expect them to get all the titles, but it doesn't have to be that way, Right. Like, you can be a dominant faction. Yeah, eventually you'll want the titles, but, you can be good without the titles for a time being. I don't know if he means he definitely doesn't need a family, but like the Bray character that we've been given over the years, it's felt like he's always wanted a family with him. And then we get Bo Dallas as being re-signed, which that immediately pointed right to Bray Wyatt, right? I think the two names that I saw that was like that would actually be pretty cool was the Righteous was at Monday Night Raw.
Dutch and Vince.
And when I had seen them at ROH, my sister, she immediately texted me, was like, who are these Bray Wyatt ripoffs? You know, like, I was like, okay, well, that's not who I get. You know, Righteous Gemstones, HBO, anybody seen it's pretty funny. But I think they would look really like a nice, strong faction with Bray Wyatt. Like, right, that would be pretty cool. Bo Dallas. But I don't know. I'm for a faction, but I'm also for him going solo and just destroying everyone.
Here, I got you. The Wyatt 6 is just Bray Wyatt.
It's just all his personalities.
It's all Bray Wyatt. That's it. You can do sort of like we had going on with Balor,
Okay.
Demon Balor. Put the Fiend in the big pay-per-views so everyone can see it. He can come out as himself every once in a while. He can transition into the Buzzard, maybe a little crazy, wacky, sort of like the Firehouse Fun, or Sister Abigail, maybe a little deranged, psycho,
Right.
a little bit crazy style thing. I think letting him be basically Mick Foley, but instead of having the 3 personas, crank it up to 6, and just let him have his full creative control that he wants. He has full creative control over all of these characters.
Does Sister Abigail go for the title?
No. Probably not. But literally, let him be all 6 of these characters just by himself. Let Bray have total control over these characters, because my issue with the factions is, like I told you, everyone has to look strong. And when you have 6 members of any faction, whether it's men or women, however it's going to be laid out, they all have to look relevant. They have to look strong. And it's going to be a Bray Wyatt faction of all factions. So everyone's going to want them to be relevant, be important, because he has such a legitimate following.
Bro.
I say let him be the Wyatt 6. Let him play off on all these characters at different points in times. He shoots different vignettes. Maybe when he's talking, they, butt in and out. And he sort of switches in and out of these characters, and just make it a whole big spectacle. Make it a big spectacle. Like he has personality disorder. They're all just fighting to come out every once in a while, and just let him have total reign over the Wyatt 6. I don't need him with a faction. I don't need all these people. I don't need Cross.
He is his own faction.
Exactly. Cross is doing his own thing. Corbin should be coming back with JBL. He's doing his own thing. Bo Dallas wants to be a part of it. I'm sure we can make it work out, but let Bray Wyatt be the entire Wyatt 6. Let's let him do it all by himself. He was gonna be Sister Abigail for a while. He shot the vignettes.
It was Sister Abigail versus the Demon.
You know what I mean? Like just rock with that. In my opinion, I think it'd be way better that way. Just let him beat all 6 of the Wyatt characters, full control. Nobody can bitch and complain about that. He has full reign over it, and he doesn't have to worry about catering to an entire faction of people to look strong. Because it's kind of like when we see AEW, kind of all these random factions have to start losing off. La Faction looks irrelevant. They're buying contracts and all this stuff. La Faction.
Who?
La Faction.
Don't know who that is.
Yeah, you do. Dark Orders become semi-irrelevant. Like when you get all these larger-than-life factions, it becomes it gets washed out. It gets washed out.
You had Stokely come out, say what everyone was going to go for, and then they pop in and out every once in a while,
But yeah,
I hear it though. No, I definitely hear that.
I would love Bray Wyatt just to be himself.
I'm just happy the man's back on our screens. Are you kidding me?
Good point.
They'll let him in. The whole world in his hands, bro. Oh my God, fantastic! Thank you for coming back, bro. Thank you.
Absolutely. We continue moving on in the world of WWE from one return to another.
Yeah.
AJ Styles has called on for some help. All the way from New Japan and the Impact TNA zone. The Good Brothers are back. The OC is back together, and they're trying to beat Finn out of the Judgment Day.
You said they're bringing trios titles to the WWE, bro?
I hope not, because they don't
they're
need
not.
They need to split those tag titles first to make them relevant. But the OC is back together, AJ Styles got his pals, and hopefully Finn joins the mix and just makes this
It's
the
not
happiest
happening.
time of my life.
It
It's
is
gonna
not
happen.
Finn is
It's gonna
not
happen.
turning on Judgment Day, bro.
It's gonna happen.
I,
It's gonna happen.
nah, I really don't think it will. Simply because it looks like they are making Judgment Day work now. Like, yes, in the beginning, after the turn, we were both like, what are they gonna do? Where are they gonna go? And in the beginning, they thought Dominic was gonna join, and then he finally did. And yes, it would be nice to move away from Ray, but they want the Ray versus Dominic match. And my whole, he joined so they stopped beating up his dad, and that was wrong. The
Way
man's
wrong.
beating the shit out of him himself,
Beating
right?
up Poppy.
I think Judgment Day it will stick around for a while.
I don't
And
want
maybe like next year they can split. Like after Mania they split, and then maybe that's when he joins. But there's like too much happening right now, and the Mania area of time is going to be insane in WWE.
it is. It's gonna be loaded.
But Finn AJ, wherever that happens, most likely
Survivor
Crown
Series.
Jewel, Survivor Series, yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
we gotta
Yeah, see,
definitely wait to see
I
what
said
those
that
war
with
games.
the Bobby and Brock. Now you're like forgetting all about it.
Yeah, but we'll see. War games is gonna be like a big thing considering it's
Yeah.
Survivor Series war games now, and there will be a men's and a women's. Like there
Do we
is
get
some.
the 6-man tag at Survivor Series? We get the
Uh,
1-on-1 at Crown Jewel to appease the
probably,
Prince, and then you have the 6-man like they did with the Donnybrook
probably,
match. Yeah.
probably. That could definitely be a route because it's gonna come down to there's a lot of sort of, I guess, kind of faction-ish building,
Yes.
or at least WWE's making it. Oh, no one's gonna be able to guess what Survivor Series war game matches are going down.
Yeah.
Bloodline sort of packing up. Imperium is now 3. Brawling Brutes is 3. The women's have 3, and they're sort of building 4. Wyatt, we're
Potentially
waiting to see what
Cora could
happens
be
to
that
Wyatt.
fourth for Damage Control, right?
I mean, maybe if
Roxanne
that
could
could
be
be
the
some
fourth
shit.
for Bianca and them because they
We
are
don't
with
know.
NXT. They're like, I'm going to Raw. Well, I'm going to SmackDown to get you. Is she gonna appear tonight? Is Roxanne appearing tonight?
That's tonight. I believe that's
Yeah.
tonight, and then
Okay.
Cora Jade will be on
Following Monday.
this Monday coming up. Yeah.
Yep.
We have who else do we have? We have the OC now is 3. Judgment Day is
Yep.
4 when you include Rhea. So
Yep.
like it kind of,
yeah.
you know what I mean? It kind of has it like, all right, there's a lot of pairings of 3s. A little bit looking like there could be 4. So I think they're just really keeping us open-minded on the different possibilities that we can get for war games.
Does someone else join Judgment Day?
From the
Do you
time
think
being,
they'll
I
ever
don't
add
think so.
anyone else?
I don't think so unless it's said to be believed that someone is I could see someone. I know it's weird, but obviously it's outside of WWE. Any one of the House of Black members, I could see if
Malachi, he
Buddy,
is the rumored one. Yeah.
or
To
if
come
Malachi
over. Yeah.
came and decided, they put him as the lead. I think then they would really take off. Obviously Triple H loves him some Tommy End and some
Who
Aleister Black.
doesn't? Who doesn't?
But yeah, I don't think they add anybody else right now. I'm totally okay with the group falling
The reason
apart.
I ask is
Don't give a
because
damn.
they can't be done with Edge. They murdered his wife in front of him, bro.
Well, yeah, that's what kind of makes it seem like there might be a Survivor. The War Games match might not be the OC. It might be, Edge and Beth and probably Ray, something like that. I could absolutely see.
With them announcing War Games, do you think we've all put it out of our minds that there won't be a Survivor Series tag match, and it could be the tag match, the OC and Edge versus Judgment Day and whoever, right? But I feel like there should probably be like another Survivor Series tag match because you have Riddle and Rollins' feud has been going in between him and Bobby, and like it just feels like a lot of people are connected in a way that they could make Survivor Series tag matches while also having War Games.
Yeah, we got Austin Theories and Alpha Academy are kind of being paired together
Drew,
now.
Kevin Owens and Gargano.
Yeah,
they
KO
were
and Gargano are sort of doing a thing right now. It looks like they're kind of thinking. Yeah, that's definitely gonna be another thing. I wonder I wonder if there's an NXT stable eventually that might be built. If we see sort of a backstage interaction, kind of like we saw Sammy and KO. What if we have the Miz talking to Ciampa and Gargano comes walking
Yeah,
through like,
okay.
hey, how you been? You know what I mean? Sort of build up this little like indie scene DIY with KO and Sami Zayn little thing going on. I think
And
that'd be
Miz
cool
is the one who orchestrates it, bro.
because there's
Beautiful.
so many other underlying stories throughout WWE as we continue onwards. Seth Rollins is our new United States champion, wins it luckily by a returning Beast incarnate Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
The Beast is officially back. Cost Bobby Lashley the spell, and again, interline, more stories intertwining and getting tangled. Bobby and Brock pick up from where they left off to start the year. They didn't have their proper feud post.
Did they ever
Elimination Chamber? No, they had the one match at Royal Rumble.
I was gonna say, did they ever have a proper match?
No,
Because
he
that
hasn't.
match, yeah, what the ending was.
There was no part of it, and this all confirms to me that Bobby's losing. Because they
You
weren't.
think Brock is losing a non-title match, bro?
Yeah, it pretty. But like Brock is not losing. I don't think Brock loses if they do this at Crown Jewel because they wouldn't have taken the U.S. title off of Bobby. So it's fine. They had, like I said, unfinished business. They got to pick up where they left off. Crown Jewel ended with Bobby being extracted out because he was actually previously injured beforehand, but they still stuck him in there. Whatever. Again, before early in the year. So they got to pick up where they left off. And how are we feeling about this feud going forward before we talk about the United States Championship reign incoming from Seth freaking Rollins?
I kind of want to be optimistic, and I kind of do want to see Bobby win. Like, I kind of don't. Let me reword that. I want to see Bobby win. I kind of don't. Like, no, I do. But Brock's not losing that. The only way Bobby wins if they are fully on board with making Bobby the guy next to go after Roman and potentially have him win, right? If Bobby beats Brock, the next thing in line for Bobby is Roman. And I'm going to be a little optimistic and hope and pray that happens, man. Because that'll be a good match. Bobby has been doing some of his best work in WWE since like ever, almost. It feels like there are a lot of times where he gets going and then it runs stale.
Yep.
People have been on board
since the best
Mania,
since the
and it has
business.
not felt stale yet.
This has been the best since the Hurt Business.
Yeah, and that's because he had MVP speaking for him, and Cedric and Shelton were by himself. This is the best he's done.
Yeah, I can agree. I've become a bigger and bigger fan of Bobby. Throughout the year, he's put on amazing matches. One of my favorite matches of the entire year is him and Theory, Money in the Bank. I absolutely still love that match. That was a really good match. Yeah, if Bobby does decide that they do decide to go with Bobby, then I guess it would be Roman to end the year. Would that
be at Mania?
And
not Mania. I meant Rumble.
So much. Yeah, you know what I mean. Sort of to end the year. We have Crown Jewel coming up in November.
And day one's not a good day for Bobby, bro.
Day one is up in the air right now.
Is it?
Yes, I actually saw the. I forget who it was. Someone posted a YouTube video. It's sort of up in the air right now. They don't know if they're even going to be a day one or if it's going to have a total name change.
That's funny because the first thing I saw earlier was about Cody Rhodes, and they believe his healing is above schedule. So instead of his return being at the Rumble, it could be at day one.
I would rather see it at the Rumble.
Conflicting.
I'd rather see it at the Rumble, personally. But yeah, that Bobby's
that'd be a little too obvious,
the end of the year.
That's a little too obvious. So that Rumble.
Give us all the moment we want. That was like when they gave us Ty Dillinger at 10 for 2 years in a row.
Oh my! I forgot that was his name, bro.
Ty Dillinger. He just did the whole thing.
No, I know, but I completely forgot that was his name.
But yeah, I could see Bobby Roman if that's the route that they're gonna go out to the end of the year, because I don't know what the hell Brock does after this unless Bobby wins dirty and we having someone screw Brock up.
Dirty.
He beat him dirty last time.
Yeah, but he was a heel at the time. He is full on face right now.
I don't know.
Bobby was with
cleaning at that point.
If you're with MVP though right now, you're a heel. And then you were a heel. He was coming off his run as Hurt Business. Yeah, he was. It felt like he was trying to turn, but it was tweener. Like you said, he was a tweener at the time.
Yeah.
Leaning more towards heel.
Anyways, enough about those two. Seth Rollins is our new United States champion, as previously mentioned. What and who is next for Seth Rollins? Obviously, he's probably going to have a title rematch at some point with Bobby, most
He'll
likely.
probably defend it against Riddle as well.
Are we doing that? We're going to keep doing that?
I think he beats Riddle, though. Like, the way their match at the Fight Pit ended, I guess Rollins could just be like, yeah, I'm done with him. I'm moving on. I lost. Screw it. I'm done. You know, I'm a champion now. I don't need... But I feel like Riddle might come out and say something like, yo, I beat you at Extreme Rules. I deserve to be the first in line. I proved I can tap you out, you know? Maybe that's where my bad, Elias comes out.
Elias. I agree.
Maybe that'll be Rollins' first match as champ. Elias.
Got a couple for you. Elias, I like that one. How about some Blue Brand Love? Madcap Moss and Ricochet.
I can see it. Yeah,
pair of guys to potentially, considering there's not a ton of, brands are sort of being intertwined until the time being. How about some names like that? I'll give you some more names. What if we get...
I'm down with Ricochet. Madcap, I'd rather see him get bullied by Gunther.
Poor Madcap. I'd like to see him in the ring with someone like Seth, to be honest. Just see what he does. I think eventually...
I'm not saying don't put him in the ring with him. I'm saying Ricochet and Seth over Madcap and Seth.
Kevin Owens.
Yes.
How about
You didn't even need to ask that. Put Kevin Owens in every single match and I'll watch every single minute of it.
I think their story of being ex-best friends and so on could be a nice story going into some point, hopefully next year. Because I don't know immediately what comes next, unless you feel like giving Mustafa Ali like a fourth.
Mustafa,
give him like his fourth U.S. title match, like the poor guy.
No matter who is next, the matches are going to be great, like they were with Bobby as champ.
Yep.
Bobby never really had, his story was he's a fighting champ. Yep. He's going to defend it whenever someone wanted to challenge him, pretty much. Rollins might act like he's a fighting champ, but he's going to do some weasel stuff to get out of, if not, just always cheat to win. It's going to be kind of the same as Bobby, but the exact opposite because he's a heel,
I hear it. I can't wait to see sort of where that goes because right now, outside of Riddle and a rematch with Bobby, I can't really think of where that
I'm sure there's
where
some
it lies
people on that roster, Gargano. That would be amazing. Theory could always be like, "Oh, remember, I was a young U.S. champ too. You were, he could say some shit." Dexter Lumis at any point.
I don't know what the hell he's doing other than weird shit with the Miz. I'm still waiting to see what's about to happen.
They just need to bring Indy to him already, bro.
Yeah, no, I agree. From one mid-card championship to another, later on tonight, we have a fatal four-way for the number one contendership of the Intercontinental Championship held by Gunther, Solo Sikoa versus Karrion Kross versus Ricochet versus Sheamus. Fatal four-way to determine the next challenger. I'm excited because I feel like it is up in the air. I think any one of these guys can win.
I agree.
And any one of these guys, we already seen Sheamus obviously twice, plus a tag team match. And then we know Ricochet is the man Gunther took the belt off. So I know what we're going to get out of those two guys. And then we've also seen Solo versus Gunther down in NXT. So I've already seen 3 of those matches, and I know how they're going to go, so I'm okay with that. But the interesting piece, the wild card in this entire scenario is Karrion Kross.
He really is, bro.
Karrion Kross. He's obviously not eating the pin here. If he loses, he's not eating the pin.
Yeah, Karrion Kross in this match?
Yeah.
He feels like either the most likely to win or the least likely to win. He's either going to win right now, but he is definitely not eating a pinfall. He's not eating a submission. I was going to ask you, if you had to rank these four being obviously the least likely to win to one being the most likely, my opinion, it would go Karrion Solo 4-3, Sheamus, and then Ricochet.
Okay.
I think, yes, we did see Gunther beat Ricochet for the championship, but I think that's why you come back to it. Like, maybe this is where, I know you mentioned him earlier, like, Baron Corbin might come out after the match, you know? Like, I'm back, I'm going for the IC title, I'm coming for you, right? But I think this is Ricochet's time to show, like, how far he's come since that ass whooping to Gunther. And the match would be fantastic. Right. If Karrion was to win, though, I don't know how you have Karrion lose to Gunther or Gunther lose to Karrion, bro. Yeah, Karrion is definitely the wild card in this match. Yeah.
I hear it. I like it. I'll tell you what. It's a trifecta. It is Sheamus winning this match.
I feel it.
He is down 0-2, but there's that tap out scenario that just happened last Friday, which was very intense, and I feel like they're gonna play up on that. Tell you where I think Karrion Kross is in play here. Him and Scarlett are gonna cost Solo the opportunity, so they can continue building the TikTok story going on with Roman Reigns to give us a little bit of a glimpse on what's to come after Crown Jewel, because I don't think him and Roman and Logan are going to be feuding much longer after that. I think that's a one-off match.
Roman's going to need his rematch, bro.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Yeah, I think there might be a fireball involved. Maybe.
Yo, you love that fireball, bro.
It was so horrendous.
I hear it.
Yeah, I think there's gonna be some sketchy shit that's gonna go down between Kross and Solo to further advance the Roman Reigns story. To be honest, and I think with the controversial tap out, no tap out last Friday, I think it's just primed for Sheamus to get this last end all be all.
Does he
like
win?
I mentioned earlier? No, that's it.
No.
This is 0 for 3. He will strike
3.
out. This will be his. If I can't beat you, I can no longer challenge for the IC title.
No.
As long as you're champion type moment.
No.
And we're going to get one of the best matches of the year with Sheamus pouring it all. It's going to be absolutely insane. But I think they're going to wrap up the trifecta.
You sold me on it.
I
want to see the third match now. I gotta see Sheamus win, bro.
I think every good story has 3 parts, right? Isn't that like some sort of a thing? I'm pretty sure that's
I'm pretty sure
it just makes sense. It just makes sense for me to end it all, and then we continue by building more story with Kross and Solo potentially going forward, because we can't just leave that at nothingness. Honestly.
That almost 3 count for Sheamus. That crowd is gonna go crazy, bro.
It's gonna be insane. But that's gonna do it for WWE talk as we move on to AEW. We do have some AEW news, and what better way to start than in the women's division? The women's division has been turning up over the last year. We've had multiple women join the roster over the last year. Toni Storm, Saraya, obviously, Athena, Ruby Soho. You know, the list goes on and on. There's a few, and then obviously they suffer from injury. Saraya being back, reportedly not cleared according to Britt Baker. Fast forward a couple hours later, she's getting her ass beat in the ring. Saraya has officially been medically cleared to wrestle. Mom, how are we feeling? We talked about this a little bit last week. Sort of like, is she not? There's a maybe, maybe not, but we got
when she first appeared. And she was like, championship. She did it. You know, she's like, it's mine. I was like, okay, she can wrestle. And then the next week, I was like, maybe she can. And now this week, I'm like, holy shit, we're getting her in the ring again. And of course, you want it to be safe. You know, you don't want any tragic things to happen. So all be good. But her first feud with Britt Baker, bro. The match is going to be killer.
That's like everyone's beginning feud.
Yeah. I mean, Britt Baker, before she got that title, before Britt got that title, it was, I mean, it's still kind of floundering, you know, but they're trying. They are trying. But before Britt having the women's championship, it really felt they did not care. At times, it still feels like they do not care, but it does look like they're trying. And by bringing in Saraya, bro, you knew everyone was going to want to see her back in the ring. It was crazy that Triple H said that Vince didn't want her back because she got cleared by like 3 different doctors, and then they would not accept new X-rays. They would not even like look into seeing if she was actually good to go. They were just done with her.
Yeah.
So the fact that Triple H wanted her back, that's kind of funny. And she was just like, I'm
Triple
out.
H knows what moves ratings and what makes money. He ain't stupid.
Yeah. If she wasn't cleared, I don't know if she would have rejoined the wrestling promotion. She probably would have just stayed on her Twitch shit because a lot of people follow her there.
Yep. I agree. I think it was obvious she had to be some sort of, ability to do something in the ring. Got to be able to get physical somehow. I agree. I don't think there was any way that she was going to come back into any company without that sort of being the case. I don't think she's going to be a manager for a show or a manager for talent or even on commentary. For her, it's kind of like Danielson. They want to be in the ring.
Yeah.
And they'll do anything that they can, as we've seen, to get back in that ring. And there's nothing wrong with that. CM Punk is another guy. They just wanted to be in that ring no matter what. And I respect it. And I'm really hoping it does something because the women they're building something. TBS Championship finally getting a little bit more story. With Nyla stealing the belt from Jade. And, somebody's giving Jade a little bit more pushback. I'm hoping that they build someone else. Chris Statlander, I'm looking at you. Please come back.
Yeah.
To be someone to challenge Jade as they need to continue to just build up this women's roster. That's really all I want.
Yeah.
I'm okay with seeing Storm versus Sheeta. I believe is happening on
Sheeta's
the special Tuesday edition of Dynamite.
NBA comes back Wednesday.
Definitely going to be interesting. Yeah, but they're about to go head to head with NXT. So that is going to
let
be
me ask you this,
nice
because I was thinking
to see how
about
that goes.
This. Would you rather go up against NXT or Thursday Night Football? Maybe Thursday Night Football.
Probably Thursday Night Football because it's on Prime, and it's on Prime, and they're dog shit. So I don't know.
But you also got to think his father owns the Jags, who is in the NFL. So it very much could have been a can you not compete against us type shit, or we're not gonna compete against you as a show of goodwill type shit.
But it's definitely going to be interesting to see the numbers and the back and forth. Me too. I'm gonna enjoy both.
I'm gonna have both on, yo.
Hopefully, there's like the right commercial breaks and stuff like that, so you can transition back. It never is. It never is. Awesome matches are going to be going down at the exact same time. But yeah, Saraya in the women's division of AEW, trying to bolster up the roster. They're trying to make something happen. We've talked about it for the last 2 or 3 weeks now. They're trying to make something happen, and we definitely have to see how it goes.
It's time to execute. We see the effort, time to execute.
Yeah, pretty much. As we move on to the big bad belt, the champion of AEW, Jon Moxley, continues to carry this company on his back, doing everything he can, has an amazing promo battle yet again against my favorite in AEW, Hangman Page. That's my number 1 guy. MJF is definitely number 2. But yeah, I was super pumped to see Hangman out there, talk his shit, have his moment,
beat his own ass.
He is so fucking good on the chase. He is so good at being the hunter. He is so good at it. I just hope that if he wins the title again, they do him right. Because he is so good at being the hunter and wanting to become champion that you almost forget how disappointing of a championship run he had outside of a few decent matches. Well, good matches with Danielson. I shouldn't say decent because there were some pretty good matches. But he is just so fucking good when he wants it. He is so fucking good.
He's no longer a boy.
He's not a boy.
He's not the cowboy.
He is a man.
A cow man, bro. He is the cow man. Call him that from now on. That man literally busted his own eye open, bro.
That shit was crazy.
It was so puffy. Like it just started swelling.
He was
so
in it. Hangman was in it.
Yeah, he was feeling it. I'm pretty sure Moxley looked at him like, I know I'm the lunatic one that's supposed to be the lunatic one here, but you're making Jon Moxley look like the sane one in the ring, and maybe that's what they're going for, right? It definitely adds the excitement because he's willing to do that to himself while just standing there, what is he going to do to Jon Moxley when they actually get into the ring, right? The match is going to be fantastic. I'm not taking it away. I agree. Paige on the chase, great. I will keep, we will reserve it for when he gets that championship, but he's not getting the title. If he does win, he will literally have like a 5-minute reign because MJF is taking it. Because that's the type of dickhead MJF is. Paige gets his win. Everyone's happy for him.
No, it's in Cleveland. Devil. It's in Cleveland.
I thought it was in Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
Yeah, no, Moxley's winning. Even if it wasn't in Cincinnati, Moxley was winning.
And then it's a cash-in. It's ultimate MJF heel heat.
Yeah, you win in the hometown.
Banger of a match and beat the champion. Yeah. Exactly. Gain monumental.
Does Moxley go on vacation then? Because his wife just joined,
Yeah, but
man said no to vacation. His wife said, "All right, bitch, I'm gonna just work with you."
That's why I feel like either that's what makes me lean towards Moxley's not walking out of that champion, whether it's Hangman or MJF, which also gives me a little hope that it is going to be Hangman, considering he's taken a few jabs at MJF recently.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping if Hangman does go that route, he'll always have the lurking in the shadows for MJF. Type vibes, and hopefully he can have a redeeming run. And then MJF, I would love to have him hold on to that shit. It doesn't have to cash in, right away. I think him holding on to it would add to suspense because now every title match, MJF is coming.
Yeah,
MJF is coming. Yep. Here comes MJ on Tuesday. That's all we're all going to be waiting for. MJF cash in because we all think that's what's going to happen.
What?
I would rather if he didn't and he just held on to it for a little while.
Imagine he cashed in on the ROH champion. Tony Khan's like, I'm not even giving you my AEW title, bro. You can cash it on Jericho.
I hope not.
He's getting the
what
AEW
is
title.
What is the first pay-per-view of next year? Is that
I could not tell you.
May? Revolution. Okay. I think it's Revolution in like March. Have him cash in then, the beginning of the year, and hype up Bidding War 2024 as I am your current AEW champion in the year 2023, or have him cash in midway through the year. Do something where you're gonna make us all believe MJF might really just not. It might just leave.
He's gonna take that chip to the WWE, man. Cash in on the WWE.
Leave us with something. I don't want it to be such an obvious. Oh, here he comes to cash in.
Right.
Here he comes to cash in. Unless we do sort of what's been happening in a theory where he keeps getting fucked over. Wheeler Yuta comes out,
you can't do that.
And Wheeler Yuta doesn't allow MJF to cash in. You just build
maybe the first time.
All this other shit. We definitely have to see, but I would like MJF to just hold on to that chip. Don't cash it in just yet. That. Don't make it predictable.
Wheeler Yuta makes a save. After this match, if Moxley wins, how quickly should Blackpool Combat Club be out there? Like, it should be almost instant. As soon as the ref's hand hits the mat, Combat Club should be out there ready, waiting, because Moxley's getting jumped. Should they already be out there waiting for him? Because we've known they're not the best at protecting each other.
Blackpool on one side, Dark Order on the other side. Like, hey, we're just here for MJF. We're just here for MJF.
Don't worry. Don't worry about us.
This ain't a lumberjack.
We cool,
We're just
man.
gonna beat that motherfucker's ass if he comes down this stairwell.
He tries to come down and they just form a line of Dark Order to Blackpool, all in a line. Like, come on, man, we got you. Don't
let
worry.
The Firm come out. Big brawl.
There you go. There you go. And that's how you clear everyone out. So it's only the three of them left.
Tony Khan, we ain't telling you to listen.
Figured it out.
Listen, we ain't telling you to listen.
Sounds like the cash-in's happening on Tuesday, bro.
I fucking hope not. Even though it wouldn't surprise me.
I
would just want it to be a really crazy ass moment. Although I guess cashing into on the champion in his hometown is a crazy enough moment, but
while going up against NXT.
God. Yeah, I mean it's probably gonna happen to end the show.
Yeah.
It's so gonna happen to end the show because NXT runs for like an extra 8 minutes.
Sometimes,
like 10:05. It's always a few minutes, so make sure no one changes, watches the main event. You fucking have MJF cash in. Oh, it's gonna happen.
All I'm saying, commentators, do not make note that MJF is about to win the championship because
Well, good thing it's not recorded.
everybody will flip from NXT to AEW to see.
Good thing it's not recorded. Good thing it's not recorded. But to wrap up our show, we just wrapped up AEW, the main event, All Atlantic Champion.
That's my favorite.
Pac.
Mark Henry's main event. I love that every Friday. I love it.
The All Atlantic Champion Pac, who has won it at Double or Nothing.
Yes. Forbidden Door.
Forbidden Door, was it?
Forbidden Door.
The Forbidden Door Fatal 4-Way, actually. Yes.
Yep.
It's because they were so close, like 3 weeks apart, 2 weeks apart. They were so close. But yes, Forbidden Door. Pac has done an outstanding job defending the championship on a few different continents and such. And then having a few defenses in AEW. He goes up against freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy, everyone's absolute favorite best friend.
Yes.
And Orange Cassidy is our winner. 0-8 in title matches in AEW, if I remember correctly. He finally captures one. Not the big one, but he captures one. How are we feeling? Because you was wanting this for months.
I love it.
For like a solid
Orange Cassidy,
you have been asking for this.
This because it was time. It was time. It was literally time to see what the OC got with a title. And who better to beat the bastard? The dude who we literally last week saw win 2 matches with that damn hammer.
God.
And he almost did it again. Almost did it again.
Banger of a...
Shout out the ref. Shout out the ref.
Yeah.
But I saw a lot of people thinking, though, that because Orange Cassidy has it, or Tony Khan might have said something to make it seem like the title isn't going to travel anymore. I don't know if you saw that.
No.
But a lot of people were concerned now that Pac wasn't the champ, that it wasn't going to be traveling. But, like, we've seen Orange Cassidy go to other promotions before.
Yeah.
Like, calm down, people. Just because you don't like Orange Cassidy and don't want to see him as champion, don't mean you got to start this shit.
Yeah,
man's gonna kill it.
He is exactly. Now he is. It's definitely that part is gonna be interesting. The traveling portion of the belt, because I think that's something that we have literally been harping on since we saw the vignettes of the belt. That's something we speculated the entire time. It's a traveling belt. It'll be defended in different promotions. As Pac did. Seeing what Orange Cassidy is gonna do with it should be interesting. But I hope it doesn't lose that aspect. I hope he still continues to bring it to other promotions, wrestles, whether it's a mainstream promotion or not, considering we haven't seen anything crazy big yet. But having him defend it, he has been in New Japan a few times. We've seen the pictures with him and Okada. He did join Chaos with Rocky Romero over there. So, like, we know there is New Japan connections. He literally was just down there this year. So maybe he does go back there and defend it a couple times, build the prestige up, build up that working alliance. They've sent a few different people to New Japan Strong. We've seen Kingston over there. Brody Lee has been
Kingston versus Jay White, New York.
You know what I mean? Like they're doing a lot. They're doing a lot. So I can absolutely see this being defended. I can't wait. We've been waiting for this. Best friends obviously had 2 shots at becoming trios champions. We've just been waiting for this faction to finally take a leap up. Injuries have obviously come in the way.
It's finally happening, man.
You know, Rocky was down for a little bit. We lost Trent for a little while.
Chris went down.
Chris is now down. Orange Cassidy broke his arm in the Face of the Revolution ladder match, or elbow, whatever it was. So it's just good to see that they're back and healthy. And everyone just loves Orange Cassidy. Everyone just loves it. Just loves it.
I like how he didn't raise the title all the way up. He just kept it by his waist. He was like, yeah, it works. His nonchalantness works.
In character. And that's why him and Danhausen work wonderful together.
Yep.
Fucking Danhausen with the wig on was amazing.
I like how he's like 6'7", 300 pounds.
He's a monster.
That's the best billing.
He's the real monster among men.
Yeah, that facts.
People just don't know it yet. People just don't know it. They're sleeping on our man Danhausen. But that is going to do it for us here at RGTP on this fine Friday. Be back here next Friday as we talk more wrestling. We'll talk about who's the Intercontinental Champion will be facing in the near future. We'll see what Bray Wyatt does tonight. If he does anything at all.
I'm so happy, dude. I'm
And
so happy.
we'll see what else comes of. We'll obviously talk about the NXT AEW head to head on Tuesday night. That
Yup.
should provide us honestly some really good wrestling because they will be going head to head.
And then
It's gonna
basketball's the
produce
next night, bruh.
basketball's the next night, and then
Wonderful.
of course Wednesday. Tune in. We're gonna be talking basketball, previewing the season. Way too early predictions. Teams we're excited for. Probably try to get one or two NBA guys up in here that we've worked with in the past to see where they're at. And then, of course, RGT Power Rankings for the NFL season
Yes.
continues onward. But that's it for us. Mamba, let the folks at home know what they got to do.
Like, comment, share, subscribe, notifications on. Have a wonderful day, night, evening.
That's it. Have a
I
good
think I
one.
got it all. Yeah.
We got it all.